Hi, my name is Sajan, and all throughout the day, there are a variety of questions that parents ask us. Everything about parents. What we've done is we've curated about 10 top questions, and we thought we should share that. Yes, it is, because home is where comfort and hygiene is at its best. So look at it both practically and scientifically. If you believe in science, the science says that you should actually pierce a child when the sensory organs are developed. And the sensory organs develop till about 9 months. So doing before 9 months helps scientifically in terms of brain development, speech, vision, health of hearing, etc. But look at it more from a practical side. The practical part of it is when children are young, especially when they are newborns, they heal faster because the only thing that they do is eat, sleep, and play. Right? And parents have about 100% of the attention on them. And therefore, it makes it easier post piercing for the wound to heal. We use an 18 carat pure gold earring, which is hypoallergenic, free of all toxic alloys like nickel, etc. And they are EO sterilized, ethylene oxide sterilized. Alright, so boring of a hole, an initial boring of a hole required strength. 18 carat has the required strength. 22 carat, being close to purity, may bend during the piercing. So because every earring texture, earlobe texture is different. If you could be hard, if you're soft. If it bends during the piercing, then it's about removing it, straightening it, making it wear again. That could be a trouble. So 18 has the required strength for boring off the hole. That's the reason why we use it. The minimum time that you have to wear the mySunar earrings are 6 months, because 6 months is the time that is required for the board hole to form well and for the ears to be free from any kind of infections because of frequent change of earrings. So 6 months is the minimum time that you must wear it. Maximum is as long as the ears do not outgrow the hair. We follow the traditional needle piercing method. We do not practice gun piercing. Because traditional piercing method is done with hands, and hands have controlled pressure on the earlobes. And earlobes have only muscles, so you can't be blunt on it. Guns are they are pierced with a blunt force on it. So we follow the traditional piercing method because it's the safest compared to any other method. Yes, traditional piercing can be painless. The same cream that's applied even for any other method of piercing is used by the traditional piercing method as well. And these are pediatric recommended creams, readily available in medical store, can be applied either by the parent or by myself. And that makes the entire process extremely seamless and smooth. Yeah, children may cry during the piercing, but do not worry, they're not crying out of pain. They're crying maybe because of the fear of stranger, why are they holding me? But they're immediately okay the moment the sonar steps away from them. So traditional piercing is painless. So it's a myth that it pains a lot. It doesn't. Yes, we have recommendation for newborns and once the children grow up. So any child who's a newborn, though who are not very active, um, the best earring choice for them are the balis, which are normally the hoop earrings, right? Because they don't have too much of hand movement, and that is the most safest that they can wear. But the moment children become active, when they have a lot of hand movement, the safest that you can make them wear is a stud, so that it clings to the earlobe. Even if they approach their earlobes. They try to fiddle around with it and pull. They'll not get anything in their hand because it's clinging to the ear. It makes it safe. So if you think the moment you think that your child has a lot of hand movement, the best option for you to go with are the stud options. Okay, the rings. The rings have a sharp edge at the one end and there's a slot at the other. The sharp edge is used to do the piercing on the ear. So the moment it is pierced through, the sharp edge is cut and eliminated. Then the edge of it is inserted into the slot and then we lock it, and the locking is a double locking just to make sure that there are no sharp edges there and it doesn't get stuck in any clothes. So there's extreme safety that we take care of in a ring option. So when you do it with the stud option, the stud again has a sharp edge at one end. We pierce it on the low and then make a coil at the back. So it looks like a jalebi. Jalebi doesn't have edges, right? So we make sure that there are no edges at the back. It looks like a coil. Yes, pre and post. So from the moment that you place an order, our onboarding team takes over. They will guide you a day before your piercing day on the pre-care. What are the essentials that you need to follow? They're basic, but we will guide you on that. Post-piercing care, it's a 3.5-week program that we run. We reach out proactively to you. So these 3.5 weeks, we'll keep reaching out to you, asking about how is the recovery progress. We'll ask you for pictures of the earlobes. We have a doctor on board. She guides us exactly on when it's needed to be applied and ointment, etc. So post-piercing, from the day of piercing, and the day the piercing is completed, we will be in touch with you. We will not sign off till you tell us that the ears are healed. Yes, we do. Because the skill required for an adult piercing or a child's piercing is the same. In fact, children are more difficult to do piercing because they're not still. They move around. They're not comfortable. Whereas an adult, they are much more easier to do the piercing, but they can be still. Yes, so we do piercing for adults as well. Although our focus are children, but we do it for adults as well. And we've done so many combinations of mother and daughter, father and daughter, and so on. So yes, do come to us if any of the adults wish to do it with us. There are two options that you have for him. The first option is you cut it at home. Use a basic sharp cutter. A domestic nail cutter is good enough. You can cut it because these are 25 gauge thickness, so they're not very thick. So you can cut it at home. That's the first option. The second is you can call us for a visit. We will cut it and make the child wear the new earrings as well. So that's how you can do for rings. The stud is, because it has a coil at the back, the first option is you can unwind it, but it's difficult for you to do that. So if you can't, then leave that option. The second option is, again, use a basic sharp cutter at home, a domestic nail cutter to cut it and remove it. The third again is the option of we coming and we removing it and making the child wear the new earrings. So it's a step-by-step process, right? So they have to continue wearing the 25 gauge earring for a minimum of 6 months. After 6 months, they are ready for a 22 gauge earring. So it should go step by step, because the moment you try putting a thicker earring at a young age, they will have the issue of ear widening, which at a very young age they will get into stitching and pasting of the ear. So go step by step. Earlobes have only muscles. It will take the shape of the earring, but you should have the patience. So go with a 25 gauge, wear it for 6 months, then go and change it, transition to a 22 gauge, continue wearing that for about a year or maybe a year and a half. then the child will again be ready for an 18-20. Right? So that is how you need to focus on the thickness of the earrings rather than pushing it on day one.